Hello there, unfortunately.
Sorry, let me turn my mic on. Hello everybody. Fortunately, we were trying to get live for the A380 and then, unfortunately, something, I don't know what it was, something went wrong.
Nothing we normally have.
Good evening everybody, welcome. Happy Monday, happy Blue Monday apparently.
Beluga Monday.
Blue Monday. So the A380 has just arrived from Dubai. Just bear with us while we finish the rest of our setup. Hope you've had a nice weekend and your Monday's not been too bad. We are on single runway ops this evening, so I'm expecting it to be a fairly calm evening, but you never know. Right, so let me just finish my setup.
Yeah, I hope you've had a good Blue Monday.
As usual, AirNav's doing a super job of being rubbish.
Right now, 6835 to Naples, EIILA, max.
Temporary rain jacket on just in case. We are expecting today. It looks like the internet's been its usual terrible self.
Checks.
Unfortunately, we can't scroll all the way back, so good evening everybody. Sorry if we missed anybody. Dan MUFC, Liam's buddy, Claudia, KTD, Adrian Vaughan, scrolling, Paul Usher, Calvin Lou, good to see you. Michael Thomas, like the flight, hope you're doing well, Michael. Chris Jones, good evening. Derek the Toad, hello to you. Melody Selensky, hello lovely. Karen Glenn, good day to you. It's very Australia. Cham needs to pick his feet up.
Really bugs you that, doesn't it?
Oh, that and noisy eaters. Oh no, you commented, sorry. C. Bolensky, Scottish Ernie, The Lime, Anna Shaw, Mr. Nut, Smithy92, and Gary Schofield. Thank you very much, Adrian. Just go for the chat before this next one comes in. Good evening, Kermit. Lovely to see you. JD. This is early start. Question mark? Well, we tried. Didn't quite go to plan, but you'll hear me saying these things on the internet's not been dodged. Danielle Aviation Queen Lurson, good evening. And I think I've caught up. Sorry if that was all a waste of time.
No, no, no.
This is SAS from Copenhagen, SE Row. Coming in A320 Neo. Flight 541. So yeah, there's a bit of rain in the area. It was spinning a little bit when we arrived. It's kind of still spinning. Paul will let us know if anything comes our way. Well, I'm not sure what direction the wind's in. I know it's going the other way today, isn't it? So what we get will go over to them.
Do you want to just mute me a minute?
Evening. His usual favourite job of kicking the internet into into life.
Not very well at the moment.
Unfortunately, this is not showing up on the map for me, so I'm not sure what it is coming in. I think it's EasyJet or Jet 2. EasyJet I'm going with. Raging Brawl says, Rob asking to be muted while he swears at the internet. You should hear his, you should hear the lip that comes off him. You're not too bad, are you?
just going to go to the thing screen for a second because it's a mess.
Said that the internet's just pants because even flight radar is just not really showing me much stuff today. Ryanair's on the roll, but no information about where. evening. We're trying to start early, and then it all goes to pot. Good news is, though, we have not missed Ethiopian yet. It is taxiing out as we speak. Should see it in a few minutes. Has it gone again?
Yeah, it's constant.
Something is wrong with either that or that. One of those two, because this is... It just feels like it's constantly like this at the moment. Sorry everyone, this is Pants watching.
I don't understand why the power went off on that. Completely. That had a bomb.
I can't really hear you, sorry.
I don't understand why the power went off on that. I've never had that before.
Ah.
It was gone completely, but it was still on.
Here comes the Ethiopian. You can just see its tail now as it makes its way out. I mean, I think the internet's just pants anyway, because even on like my one that's just connected to my phone, it's just pretty slow. It's one of them days. Yeah, no, Rob, he's not got his headset on, that's why you can't hear him. Just me at the moment. Apologies to anybody we've missed while we've been trying to troubleshoot the internet. Good evening, Nathan Eccles. Evening, Ken Finch. Evening, AVFC. Olivia Ruff. Good evening, lovely. One of our awesome mods. And what else have I missed? Dawn, lovely to see you as well. Sam, good evening. Good evening, Rhonda. And Carol Cupcake. Hello, lovely. Good evening, Wayne. Evening, Sam Thelaway. Evening, Robbie H. Evening, Katie Got Point. I think I've got everybody. Sorry if I missed anyone. Holler at us if I have. So we've got Ethiopian taxiing over, heading off to Addis Ababa via Marseille. A350-900 ETAWO, flight 727. It's clearly not 727. A350-900. And I forgot we're on single runway ups. I was like, why is it turning? Oh, yeah. It's on the far side. Evening, Nicholas Griffiths.
It's dropping.
Do you want to just go to turbulence and then...
It was only...
Evening, Henry Bros says, why are we on single runway ups? I think it's just the volume of traffic. I think it's quiet, so there's no need for both runways to be open. Either that or they've got some people off. Dawn says, what time's the A380 out? Due out? It's 8:40, I think it is. It should. Well, I mean, we've had no luck with it being on time for quite a few weeks, so whether it actually goes at that time is another matter. But yeah, that's a scheduled time. Good evening, Drew, another one of our super mods. Rob D says, who's pitching all the internet?
Just before this gets down to the end of the room, I'm going to make a quick change.
Rob just said he's going to make a quick change before this gets down to the end. There's an inbound anyway, so I don't think it's going to... From London Heathrow, touchdown there, A320 GEUUA, flight 1378. And next to go should be the Ethiopian. And everybody keep your fingers crossed that we actually get to see more than 3 minutes, or 3 seconds of it. Alan Thorburn, thank you so much for being a member of the flight crew for 6 months, very much appreciated. Good evening, Ashley Young. Evening, Saeed.
Evening, everyone. Sorry about that. We'll see if that does it for now.
Helen says, it's been a while since I checked in, so Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Oh, tell me about it, JT. Robert Bank is not feeling good. Well, I mean, that says it's fine, but I don't believe it.
I think it's going to be a case of take everything apart and
I'm gonna
clean and reassemble it all.
Just gonna get some new cables and things and just make sure it's nothing stupid now.
Yeah, because it just feels like it's too frequent at the moment.
On short final, Aer Lingus 3618 from Belfast, GCMJL ATR 72600.
I think, is the Ethiopian lined up? I feel like it is.
Well, if it is, we're gonna have a go around. No. Ethiopian's still down at Juliet 1.
Oh. Oh yeah, there is. Evening, Brew Wing. Rob D says, ITR just turn it off
several times.
Yeah. Lottie Lewfeld. Good evening, Dave Cox. Thank you all for hanging around while we try and sort things out. Here's the Aer Lingus from Belfast, sorry. ATR 72600 GCMJL flight 3618. Just gonna move Rob while he's doing what he's doing. Ethiopian Flight 727 lining up off to Addis Ababa via Marseille ATR A350-900 ETAWO. It'd be funny if it wasn't ATR. That'd be a long flight.
Not without a stop.
And when it's flashing, just how sort of almost misty it's becoming. Beria, looks like it's making its way down to 23 right. That should be the next departure. It's got someone inbound, but I can't see it on the map at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's not showing for me either.
There's lows not showing this evening. I don't know what's going on with it.
I wonder if my ADS-B one at home works better.
You want to start your own app, Flugged Radar.
Could do.
Flugged Radar, 8 hours.
Coming in from Dusseldorf, this is ABZI for Eurowings. I assume it's flight 9344.
And that wasn't mist, that was rain.
It is just raining now, isn't it?
Very fine spray rain. Just bear with me 1 second. Just need to cover up the other microphone. Remember where I put everything.
I've got an umbrella. I'm the fella under the umbrella.
Just going to mute the main mic for a second while I put a cover on it. Just bear with.
No problem, Mike. was Iberia 18942 Madrid there. ECLYE. Evening, Harry Jervis. Good evening, everybody else in the chat. Who else? We got Paul Bratherton. Good to see you.
First of his name.
Evening, Tiana. Good evening, Daniel Slack. Yeah, I don't know about you, like, I've had one of those days where it's just been a bit
It's Blue Monday, isn't it?
disinterested.
Supposedly the most depressing day of the year. It's probably why the internet's been a pain in the ass today, because it's just miserable.
Hunting for reasons.
I'm not happy. Right, is everything covered at least? Jeff says a bit of drizz. Evening, Harry Jervis. Sorry for anyone we've missed. Matt Rich says evening again. Daniel Slack, evening to you.
Hey, Matt Rich.
Caught everyone else. Karen says coffee number 4 needed here.
Yeah.
I would have one, but then I'd be up all night. Which will make trying to go to sleep at a reasonable time very difficult.
Yeah, I tend not to drink coffee, like, really past 11 o'clock now.
PM.
AM, for the record, Your Honour.
I used to, when I was like uni and, well, basically when I was in my 20s, I'd have like a drink like a can of Relentless, or
I don't know how you do it.
you know, I never drank Red Bull because I don't support them, but you know, those kind of drinks. I'd sometimes have one of those before bed. Don't really seem to make much difference.
Maybe your heart rate.
I know, yeah. Just slowly killing myself without realising it.
Killing you softly.
Yeah. Yeah. I've made in the slow cooker overnight some lentil and tomato soup. Another GPT recipe.
Oh, I love some.
I was like, yeah, I want a really nice, thick, tomatoey lentil soup, something really tasty, but I can do in the slow cooker. So they gave me the recipe. Didn't tell me that I needed to soak the dry lentils. It said use dry lentils and add them in. And I was like, okay.
I don't know how long those red lentils have been there, you know, and I'm not even sure whether we've blind baked with them. So
Yeah, maybe.
Probably why.
It was on for 8 hours last night, and then this morning I went to have a look at it, and yeah, they were still like al dente, and I was like, shouldn't these have gone to like mush by now?
Definitely.
So it went in for another 5 hours, I think. I had a bowl at lunchtime. It's very tasty, very slightly spicy.
You did blend it, didn't you? Just
yeah. Blend the hard bits.
Evening,
Crunchy.
Dreambirds. Good evening, Smithy. Yeah, it was great to meet you as well on Saturday at the Mound.
Yeah, nice to see you, Smithy.
Hope you had a good day. Snapping away.
Yeah, I hope you got some good shots. Oh dear, excuse me. Yeah, I just had that bowl of soup, thinking that it was quite. I wouldn't say it's filling, but it was quite a lot. But yeah, about an hour before I finished work, I was like, I just feel really like low energy, like really hungry. So I had one of the caramel eggs that Jeff and Nicola Griffiths gave us.
That perked you up?
Not really, no. Didn't really make much difference. No, I'm very hungry and very tired at the same time.
Tangry.
Yeah.
Has it stopped raining?
Yeah, pretty much. Just a light sprinkle.
Put this brolly down then. Oh, we have a gerbil called Sprinkle.
We did, yeah. Little Foster. KTT says lentils have to be soaked. But I assumed, because it was going in a slow cooker for 8 hours, that was going to do the soaking bit. Like, you know, make them all soft and everything, but apparently not. I did rinse them, though, so at least they were...
I love the way you say rinse.
rinsed.
Rinse.
I did rinse them, though. Evening, Ellison. How do you say it?
Rinse.
Rinse.
Like mince, but with an R.
Rinse. What do I say?
Rinse.
Did rinse them, though. Anyway, EasyJet lined up off to Amsterdam. A320 Neo G UJE A. That's really hard to say that one. Flight 2167. So have I said the right letters?
Good evening, cousin Denise. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Glad to hear it's going well, Jonesy.
Oh, good evening, Jonesy. Michael Thomas says, with lentils, you'll have to pick them out your teeth. We'll need a dentist if they're not cooked properly. I mean, you say that they're old, but do they ever go out of date? I mean, they're just hard. What are lentils anyway? Like, where do they come from? Lentil plant.
Yeah, the lentil plant, yeah.
Do they?
I don't know. I don't know.
Does anyone know what lentil actually is? Like, where it comes from? Other than the shop, obviously.
Katie says that she has to soak them even when making soup in the slow cooker, so
right,
you just have to soak them.
Yeah. Or just get tinned ones next time.
Or tinned, yeah.
Level 1 not shown on Flight Radar. Thank you very much, Flight Radar.
Yeah, it really is awful tonight.
It's a plane coming in. I'm going to go with Ryanair.
Lingus EIDVK coming in from Dublin, A320.
Qatar is at Dane, cheers Liam, so it should be about 10 minutes time. Ooh, Michael Thomas has got spinach garlic risotto. Ooh, which sounds quite nice.
Evening Denise Catherall. Evening DP. Hello.
You may be very lucky to hear my stomach grumbling in a bit, because I am so literally that hungry.
I'm really hungry.
I do have the second of the 2 pizzas that I got last week from the M&S garage sat in the fridge, so I'm gonna have that when I get home.
The other half of Harry's Pizzas.
Yep, Harry's Pizzas. Harry's Pizzeria.
Evening, Gemma and Lee. Roy Pendlebury, hello. And Scottish Ernie, hello. He says thank you to whoever gifted me the membership. Thank you so much.
If it was this evening, it was Adrian Vaughan. Generally, good to see you. I hope work wasn't too bad on Saturday. And the important question is, did you have pizza in the end? And what pizza did you go for?
Oh, he's only interested in the pizza. I am.
Gonna eat vicariously.
You eat pizza anyway. That makes it sound
Well,
like you don't eat pizza. Lentils are the bits left from broken IKEA furniture.
Oh, they're those things that you stick in to cover the screws, isn't it?
Yeah, all
So
the
you don't see
bits,
the
all the little
screws.
stoppers that you put on the
Yeah.
inside of doors.
No wonder they need soaking. KTT says, as Canada being a big producer of lentils, it's a plant like peas and beans. I assume so, but it's kind of like they're like squashed, aren't they? Almost like a squashed pea. Private jet on approach.
See if I can find it.
I can see it's DCCCA.
Yep, Learjet 35. No idea where it's come from.
It says LOS to question mark.
Loz.
Problem with it being quiet tonight is the wind direction's actually blowing the noise away from us. I mean, it's not particularly windy, but it's certainly not helping.
Vindic.
There's the windsock. Not looking quite as miserable as it did on Thursday when it was surrounded by fog.
Chris Jones saying rocket. Is he hoping for a rocket again? A rocket launch? It's too cloudy anyway, even if there was one.
BA shuttle lined up. GTTNC flight 1375 heading back to Heathrow. I vaguely made a sentence there.
Oh, nice and early.
Right now, coming in from Brussels, EIIGW, touching down, flight 9552.
And the Qatar behind this. Nice one, Matt Rich. Well spotted. He says, time for a note on update. All flight ops suspended 3:30 till 4 AM on the 22nd of Jan due to AGL lighting upgrade. I think it coincides with the new dual taxiway system completion. That'll be good to get that done and commissioned and signed off and the other stuff they need to do. Do you know how I just turn this out of like this red mode?
Maybe press the crown 3 times quickly. Or the main button 3 times.
No, it just wants to pay for something.
Don't know then. Rob's having technical difficulties.
No, I just want to be able to see one of the things on it to check this.
Oh, right.
And my eyesight's not good enough.
Evening, Jessica Stoner. Evening, William Easter. Might be doing well. Next in will be Qatar. about to come through the trees in a second. Catch you later, Karen Glenn.
I can see the lights starting to appear. Coming in from Doha, Qatar Flight 23 A7 BHT 787-9 Dreamliner.
Evening, Doc Brownlow. Evening, Tony O'Reilly. Evening, Vicky Shanners. Evening, J-Roll.
Figured it out all on my own.
Good evening, Big Red. Good to see you.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hear a noisy prop taxiing out. And the Women's Institute EasyJet's going next, GZWI.
Heading off to Belfast with flight 707, A320 Classic on the roll. The Swiss to Zurich is taxiing down to Juliet 1 for departure now. T-Dog just popped in to say thanks for the gifted membership. You're very welcome. I think that was from Adrian. Logan Air from Inverness is the next arrival.
As literally as I was about to say, we're one like away from 250, which is past 250 likes. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh, sympathy likes today.
I know, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. The more likes, hopefully, the better the internet gets. Evening, H. Dot. Good to see you. I hope you do well.
Oh, somebody's changed the overlays and broke all the controls.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You can just... I don't know if we do it while we're live, but you can switch back to...
No, it's fine.
We are technically on 5.1. Just heading back to Zurich, the HB JPC with flight 381, 321 Neo. Next in is Luganair in ATR 42.
You've not done that for ages.
GLMRE flight 597. Take this lid off now that it's not raining. Evening, Chris, Dutch North. Oh, leaning over a little bit. About to line up. Flight 679 heading back to Guernsey. It's Gota ATR 72-600 and we have a black screen, Rob. Or are we back?
Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if that's done it.
Just enjoying the funky disco music. His dog game started dancing. He simply plays with Henry. So we've got EasyJet coming in from Geneva. That's just over Stockport. But Ryanair's waiting for some reason. At the bottom, 23 3 right, not going anywhere yet.
Okay, let's give this another go.
It's the PE teacher touching down, G's PE. Flight 2188 for EasyJet from Geneva. Michael Thomas says his toes are jiggling to the tune. So I know it's terrible tonight. We'll just have to keep trying and do our best. Evening, Angie and Leek. Evening, the Weather Cat. Ryanair 2 not available is lined up. And HQFB on the roll.
It's at Barcelona.
Chris Bev says, loving the funky beats. Good.
Hey, Chris of the Cog.
And on the roll next is SAS off to Stockholm EISIU, flight 2550, A320 Neo. For the gifted membership, Simpler Planes with Henry. That went to Tracy D. Welcome to the flight crew, Tracy.
Thank you, Simple Planes with Henry. Gives you access to our signature emojis to spam away in the chat.
Evening, Albania Ball. Evening, Sean and Zoe.
Good evening, Naomi. How are you doing? Sorry,
each other thumbs up,
it's miserable when the internet's like when we're having problems with the internet connection. It really is it just makes it far less enjoyable.
It's like it's determined that we all be miserable today for Blue Monday. Like, I'm fine until anyway.
Right, what have we got on the roll? Ryanair 8375 to Budapest SPRZS. It's a Max 8. Evening, the Weather Cat. I hope you're perfect on this Blue Monday. Ryanair 1557 to Dublin going next. 9HVVL. It's another Max 8.
Hello, Simply Planes with Henry. Have a good evening. Thank you again for the membership.
Now from Copenhagen on approach, there is a couple down at Juliet 1 waiting for departure. We've got EasyJet to Milan and the SAS to Copenhagen behind it.
Still not quite used to seeing Jet 2s and other randoms.
Part up there.
Yeah, part there, and EasyJet's been way over the other side.
Evening, Richard Dowd. Good to see you.
Just one lonely Ryanair parked up.
Just the one.
That's 300 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. It's very kind of you this evening. Richard does it just in time for the 300th like. Hear the owl in the background.
Let's give it a few squawks. That was once on Saturday morning.
It was just saying, owl, are you?
Yeah, see what he did. Oh no.
What?
Let's press that. No, it's fine. It's fine. Whenever I say oh no, he gets worried. I'm talking. It's like something's gone wrong. It's like, what have you done now?
Sorry about the rustling, just trying to find my coat.
Hi, Russell.
And punching my headset at the same time.
Effort in the viewers.
Oh. There we go.
EasyJet 3836 to Milan, OE ISC, and A321 this. A321neo on the roll.
Evening, Helen Elmsley. Which says they say Thierry's now, do they? How dare you?
Owl.
Evening, Jules Harris.
SAS 542 to Copenhagen. This is SE Row and A320neo on the roll. Sorry, did you read out those gifted memberships?
Which ones?
There's 5 gifted memberships from Dave Cox.
Oh no, I didn't see them, sorry.
They've gone to Mr. Biz, Jules Aris, Zed Monet, Oliver Payne, and Richard Inman. Thank you so much, Dave Cox. It's incredibly kind of you.
Thank you, Dave. Sorry I missed those.
Well, I had my head in something
I
else.
suppose I was busy panning, so that's my excuse.
Meow to the weather cat that's been a member for 2 months.
Thank you, Weather Cat.
Meow safely.
Oh, that just reminded me of that video I shared with you. I can't remember it. Was it?
Sarah sent her somewhere.
No, I think on Instagram or something. It was just this video of this little black kitten, and it's so weird. I mean, I don't know how they did it, but the cat sort of waves and goes ow, ow. Like as it's meow. Ow, ow. So there's different clips of it doing that. There's one where it the owner saying, "Go turn my Xbox on," and it runs across the room and presses the power button to turn his Xbox on. And then the bit at the end is it's climbed up on a railing and it literally knocks someone's knocker 3 times, like
Yeah.
at the door.
So annoying. That would be so annoying.
I'd just be really cute. I'd open the door, but oh hello.
You're coming in. Yeah, but you know it wouldn't come in. And
Yeah.
then you close it and it'd just be knocking again.
It's very cute though if you've not seen it. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. Black Cat Meows or something I think it's called. Jet 2 from Tenerife, just on approach. G-Sun W, flight 918, A321 Neo.
And the wonderful Harry Jervis has gifted 20 flight memberships. You're too kind, Harry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harry.
They've gone to Alice Albuke, I think that is, Jim Pike, Adam Flight Emergency. Hey, Adam. Chris Packets, C. David, Peter Longworth, Dave Gardner, Tom Fletcher, RT Pugh, Dead Panda. Oh. Chris, Sotter UK, Jordan, Larry Lamb, Matt, Octog Zinnel, Alan Drummond, and Mark the Vicar. Oh, and Chris Swift and Sirah. Sorry, Sridhar.
To quote Rob D, thank you, Harry Claus.
On the roll, EasyJet 5318 nach Berlin, OE IJV, and A320. Evening, Dan Smith. Good to see you. How are you doing? How you doing, Dan A? Double Dan.
Dan A and Dan B.
Yeah. Evening, Debbie Lever. All those gifted a membership. If you join the chat this evening, it gives you access to our emojis to use. Lovingly crafted by the fair Thierry. Oh, we've still got cake in there.
Oh yeah.
Still have a slice of cake.
Love the meat cake.
Cake.
Oh, I love cake. We've got apple pie actually in the fridge. I was going to say something. Oh yeah. I need to remember to do a Pia emoji. PIA.
Pia. Oh, Pia.
Yeah.
Who's Pia?
I don't know what it's going to be yet, but.
The cake was for Sarah's birthday. We just not took it out. Evening, Bob. Barryman Travels. Good to see you.
Yeah, I hope you had a good birthday, Sarah. And thank you for spending the morning with us. Should we do Pixelated Planes Level 1? I think I said it.
Oh, you like challenging me because I've not got my buttons to do it. That's all my timing's built in.
It should automatically turn off, I think. DP says beer emoji question mark.
Excited Planes Level 1. Guess is on airline and type in the chat now. Go.
could be.
Mm. Well, you won't know, will you? Oh, no.
No, I've got a clue, no. Not a clue.
We've got a positioning flight to Leeds going next for Jet 2. Waiting down at Juliet 1 at the moment.
Was that showing as, like, opposite us on mine? Etihad's pinging though.
Hey.
I forgot that was in. 787-9 Dreamliner should be departing in a little bit.
So guesses in the chat so far: Virgin 350, Virgin 330, Delta 777, Virgin A330, Virgin 350, Virgin 350, Air Canada,
Wayne's,
Virgin.
Wayne says Air Canada, Mark Miller's going with Virgin, Wayne Lum's going with Virgin A350, Jim Lee going with Virgin A330, Michael Thomas says A350-1000, Doc Brownow's going with Turkish A350, ENSC evening, that's going with Air Tanker Jet 2 A330. Paul Bratherton's going with the Virgin A350, Liam's going with the Virgin A330. Interesting.
Lined up now at Juliet 1. Chanex 071 Whiskey heading to Leeds on a positioning flight. This is GDRTT, the 737-800.
Oh, this will be up quick.
Oh yeah, you'd expect that.
Jeff also going with the Virgin A350. Jonesy's going with Virgin A330.
It's definitely not a Capri gear.
Cat, thank you very much for the tip. They say, question, why do you guys stream so late at night? During 1 AM I'm a sleepy cat. I only get to see the night stream, sadly. Yeah, it's just because of when we work. So Mondays we don't finish until about 5:30, so the earliest we can get here is, well, the earliest we can pretty much get started is about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. Thursday we finish an hour earlier, which is why we can start a bit earlier. And then Saturday's our only daytime one, really, Saturday morning. So yeah, full-time job, so we fit this around it. But always grateful to have your company. Whether you're watching the whole thing or just popping on for a few minutes, this is always appreciated. Debbie Lever says, it's baffling how the Jet 2 passengers got left behind this morning. Did they not do a head count on passengers anymore? It's a bit odd, that, actually. I mean, I've not read it, but I've just saw the thing about it briefly.
It seems very, very strange that, like, such a large group of people, because they'd have to offload them.
Yeah.
It seems very strange.
But, do you want to explain what actually happened, or allegedly happened?
I'm only reading what it says on the BBC. Apparently they went down a dead-end stairwell after showing a member of staff boarding passes or something, instead of going down the jet bridge, and ended up at the bottom of a stairwell somewhere. I don't know, it kind of implies that they couldn't get out, but they don't actually say that.
It was a significant number though, wasn't it?
It was like 30 people.
Yeah. It's a case of following the person in front and then all getting stuck. But if presumably they've gone through the right boarding bit for their flight, they've just not gone down the right place. But surely if they've if they're you know, they've scanned the boarding pass, then wouldn't they then expect those people to be on board? Like do a head count, like, well, hang on a minute, we've just scanned in like X number of people.
Oh yeah, because that implies.
Because how would they have then known to have taken the luggage off? Is they didn't realise they were missing that many people. Unless they did, and they just assumed that 30 people hadn't turned up.
Unless they just... No, because they don't do a head count though, do they? They don't actually count the passengers on the planes anymore, because that's like a big bugbear for some people. So they would... So if that happened, then they would have flown with their luggage and not even known. Until somebody found them at the bottom of the stairwell.
It's like, I get it if it was like, you know, like a handful of people, but 30 people is quite a lot.
But if it wasn't a full flight, you might not realise. I find it hard to believe that it was a flight to Alicante, so I find it hard to believe that it wasn't expected to be full and then have 30 people missing.
Link is sending back to Belfast GCMJL ETR 72600.
Well, Lusher, thank you very much for gifting 5 flight memberships. That's very kind of you. They have gone to Amiman Travels, to Bob, nice. David Maguire, Cafe Disco, 2 sausage dogs and a basset hound, and Indo AV. Gives you all access to our emojis to use in the chat now.
We had EasyJet coming in when we were chatting away GZPB before.
Ah, peanut butter.
What's coming in from Rome? Still waiting for that Etihad to taxi out. Jet 2 from Marrakesh, just about to touch down. GJZHF, flight 1726. Catch Rob BH is jetting to bed.
Debbie Lever says, "Oh, but one of her friends must have been affected." So is that what we said? What happened then? Because they'll know. Evening Cosworth Ash, good to see you. She said my friend's luggage was in Alicante at 10:30, and she was in a Holiday Inn at Manchester Airport at lunch. Oh no. Simple Planes with Henry said, found out today that Jet2's Sunshine tail differs between aircraft as far as where the rays of sun end on the fuselage. Some have rays reaching the back right door and others nowhere near. Ooh, I'm going to keep an eye out for that.
There's somewhere the sort of the blend of the yellow to red in the rays doesn't show on the tail, and it's just like a solid.
It's just yellow.
Yellow, yeah. And then there's others where it does seem to blend a bit more, but you'd have thought they'd be fairly uniform.
And Paul Usher, thank you again for gifting another flight membership. That's gone to Jonathan Gray. And the wonderful Harry Jervis has gifted 5 more flight memberships. Thank you so much. They've gone to Dabbies, DCK, VB Mate, John Blower and Carmen.
Thank you both. Sorry, I'm just miles behind. Miguel Lucas, good to see you. Good evening, Kirsten McGrath. And good evening, Steve Carter as well. This approach is Ryanair coming in from Milan. It's the Boogeyman, 9HQCC, flight 3219. Is that a barrister QCC?
A QC, well, not anymore because it's King's Council, not Queen's Council. It was true. She's just landed now on Ryanair in Alicante. Some passengers were bussed to Newcastle Airport for a 6 PM flight.
Wow. Well, I hope they didn't have on-board food already arranged with Jet2. And
well, we know their track record.
well, at least they got there now and they can enjoy the holiday. And the fact that they're slightly famous. I think it's lightly drizzling.
That is bad though, that is a breach. I'm pretty sure. Like a plane, for the UK anyway, a plane flying with baggage of people that are not on the plane. Yeah. It's raining.
Yeah. That's what I get, like, how... Like... So when someone, you know, when they come on, they're like, oh, you know, this person's not coming, we won't take their bag off kind of thing. Is that because they've literally just not checked in at the gate? But if you have checked in the gate, but then you've got lost between the gate and the plane, then there's no check after that point to make sure that you actually got on the plane?
Yeah, so that scenario is where they've checked in baggage, they've checked in either online or at the check-in desk or whatever, and they haven't turned up at the gate in time for the flight. So that's that scenario. Well, this scenario is they've checked in, they've checked baggage, potentially. They've gone through the airport, got to the gate, been scanned at the gate, and then ended up not on the actual plane.
Mm.
I must admit, some of those, I mean, I can't speak for every single one of them at Manchester, but some of the corridors that you go through to get to the gates are a little bit, they're not very well signposted. I don't want to turn it into a dislike the new Terminal 2 fest, because there's enough people doing that on the internet.
No, but sometimes, especially if, I mean, I assume they were probably later boarding, because obviously if you're like at the front, then everybody would be going the wrong way. And if you're in that middle bit, then usually there's enough people sort of walking around that you just sort of following where everyone's going kind of thing. But obviously if there's no one down there and it's not really obvious where you're supposed to be going.
It's just white walls everywhere. That's what I remember from it the last time I went through. SAS4607 from Oslo. This is SE Roz with the Z, an A320 Neo.
Wouldn't that also then, I mean, I don't know if it will be a massive difference. Oh, take a second. The crew obviously will have assumed that, like, you know, for argument's sake, there was 100 people on board, and therefore all their takeoff calculations and their fuel and stuff is obviously based on that and the luggage. But if 30 people aren't there, then doesn't that then make all those calculations incorrect?
Well, yeah, because the plane will be 30 people lighter.
Yeah. So presumably they would have taken off, or could have taken off earlier. But I suppose it wouldn't be, going to be minimal difference, but I'd probably like flying. I go, this feels nice and light today. You know, when you take all the rubbish out of your car and it's suddenly a lot lighter.
Wouldn't have used as much fuel. Next arrival, Shuttle 2 Tango coming up from Heathrow, A320 Classic GEUYV, BA flight 1380. Evening MB Aviation and more.
Even in the lower greens. How was your flight to Virgin the other week? Flight on Virgin. Sorry.
Yeah, how was Florida?
That's what I meant, yeah.
Oh, Robbie should see the rubbish that we have to keep in our car now.
Well, we say rubbish, it's all the equipment, but yeah. Go food shopping and realise that there isn't actually no space in the boot because it's full.
Do you pick Slate Planes level 2?
Yeah, go for it. Just before these next takeoffs.
Okay, here you go. Level 2, guesses in the chat on type and airline. Go.
Laura Green say, landed back yesterday. It was a great week in Orlando. Virgin flight was great. Flight time inbound was 6 hours, 55 minutes. Quickest time ever. Nice.
Excellent.
Glad you had a good time. Eurowings to Dusseldorf is lined up. DABZI, flight 9345, A320 on the roll.
Craig, good to see you. On the roll, heading back to Dublin, flight 213 for Aer Lingus EIDVK A320 Classic.
And we've hit 380 likes, thank you everyone.
Guess is in the chat. Steve Carter says louder. Drew is going with the Virgin A330. Simpler Planes with Henry as well. And Brian. Naomi's going Virgin. Jerry B's going Virgin A350. Chris Bebb's Virgin A330. Liam's the same. So's Olivia Roth. Tony O'Reilly's changed to a Virgin A350. And Karen Campbell's the same. Doc Brownlow's sticking with the Turkish A350.
Right now from Prague, EIDCJ. That's touchdown, flight 6843. I think I can see the Etihad making its way out now.
Ah, yes, we can see it.
Dave got us as usual answer, not a clue. Hitting Craig Dom. And what's going my chat is miles behind.
Man Travel's been a member for 7 months, celebrating that milestone with a purple badge.
Thank you so much, Bob. So Debbie Lever says, I think they may have been guided wrong by a Jet2 employee. What's more concerning, security didn't pick them all up on CCTV, presumably in the wrong place. She says, anyway, my friend plans to go out tonight and they have all week to recover.
Get smashed in the new town. Ryanair 9553 to Brussels Charleroi, IGW on Max 8 on the roll.
We are 4 likes away from 400. Thank you so much, everyone.
Hey, thank you.
Bob17690 says good ASMR.
Has it stopped raining now?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really raining, it was just spitting, wasn't it? But yeah.
They felt like quite big drips, though.
Yeah, occasional spits here and there, but yeah, I mean, it was only reasonable amount of chance of rain tonight. Seem to be doing all right at the moment. There is some possibly. I think it's gone slightly more to the left of us, which is good.
Shuttle 3 Tango down at Juliet 1 for departure. On short final, we have Jet 2 coming in from Fuerteventura, LS 910, 737-800. It's GJZBB. everybody's having that conversation of, should we stop at Tesco on the way home to get some milk and tea bags? Is there anything in the fridge or not?
Oh, on the plane?
Yeah.
I thought you meant in the chat.
No, on this plane. You get the bags and I'll go and warm the car up.
Miguel says, me and my partner are going to Zante at the end of May, and Jet2 have changed our seats 3 times. That would suggest they changed the type of aircraft.
Yeah, normally.
Oh, Jones says we've got a yellow warning for wind and rain in the morning down in Cornwall.
Oh no, not again. Shuttle 3 Tango to Heathrow, GEUUA, A320 Classic with PA Flight 1479.
Dreamliner should be the next to go, but it's going to wait for the inbound first.
Yeah, just watch out if you've ordered food on Jet2 and they've moved your seats.
Yes.
They're renowned for giving them to the people that haven't ordered them in the seats that they moved you from.
That's what happened to Rob.
I was fuming. I was more annoyed that the
lied.
guy lied to me instead of just owning his mistake.
We ran out. It's like, okay.
No, you didn't. You've given it to the person that sat in row 17 where we were supposed to be. I've still not got over it.
It was sad for you because we were on the 757 and you were just couldn't really enjoy it.
Jet2 896 from Antalya G Sun L A321 Neo.
It's a bit of rain again. Good night, AVFC. Thank you for joining us. And hello to Caroline.
Hello.
Hello there. Evening, Jack. For some reason, I misread Dawn's coming up. I was just saying it's Sunday morning here in Milton Keynes tomorrow. I was like, how does that work? Like, oh, sunny morning.
Sunny. Evening, Maria Spinelli.
Looks like Etihad's saying after you to Jet2.
No, go for a quick intersection departure. Positioning down to Birmingham. This is Chanex 041 Alpha GDRTK, a 737-800.
Lovely. The DHL Boeing 757's just flown over us.
Can't see it there.
Thank you so much, Toby Lever. It's very kind of you to say so. being very kind. It's also letting Logan Air go first as well.
Logan Air 598, heading back up to Inverness. This is GLMRE and ATR 42500. Jones is having a cheeky tipple. Mum's the word, though.
We won't tell anyone.
Tell your doctors.
So plane to Henry says cabin lights on cabin lights on in an empty plane. Crew on board potentially. Don't know. To be fair, they do often leave them on, don't they? I suppose they
The
don't
lights.
have to turn them off because there's no one's eyeballs to worry about.
Nobody on it.
Etihad is lined up.
Yeah, heading back to Abu Dhabi now. Etihad Flight 76 A6 BLX 787-9 Dreamliner.
Oh, there you go. That makes, Drew's comment makes sense. It says there's nowhere to dim the lights from the flight deck, so if there's no cabin crew, there's no one to turn them off.
Pull the circuit breakers. Drastic measures.
$30 till the was it 30 minutes or 20 minutes? Can't remember. Till the A380's departure. Is it 8:40 or 8:50?
Yeah, it's 8:40.
8:40.
Welcome to the flight crew, Jenny. I can't talk. Welcome to the flight crew, Jenny Smith. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Jenny. Welcome. Vanished into the cloud. Shall we do
The reveal.
well, let's do level 2 again, just for those that have joined us, and then
Pixelated Planes Level 2. Guesses in the chat on Type an Airline. Go.
I'm so hungry.
This matches.
Yeah, that's good. bag of crisps for my stomach tries to eat me from the inside.
There's something.
I'm not allowed them. Let's see, area only crisps. Are you on your pop chips?
Yeah. Got the same.
Have you got the beefy ones? I might have one. I might have a bag then. Push the boat out. On approach, GLMS B. For Logan Air coming in from Aberdeen. That's going to be the next arrival. On 2-3. Not quite right now, but soon. Okay, big slate planes off. I think everybody's sticking. We'll do the reveal very, very shortly. Otherwise we'll forget. Logan Air Flight 27 from Aberdeen, ATR 42-600 GLMS-B. Next for arrivals, the Ryanair from Belfast. Behind that we've got Jet 2 from Lanzarote. Quite a few arrivals actually coming up. TUI from Gran Canaria, TUI from Lanzarote, Jet 2 from Prague, Jet 2 from Funchal, Madeira. So 6 arrivals over the course of the next 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. A380 is due to depart in around about, well, 15, just under 15 minutes now. I think I'm going to put the radio on and listen in.
Evening, Mason B. Evening, Tina Stopman. GR UKE back to touchdown, flight 192 from Belfast for Ryanair. Excuse me. I've muted you if you want your crisps.
Oh yeah, we'll do. While I get this radio on as well.
Evening, Josh. I hope you wrapped up nice and warm and keeping dry. Yeah, it's thankfully it's not really rained that much. It was forecast for a bit of a downpour between 7 and 8, but I think it's just passed to the northeast, west of us. Thankfully, so we just had the occasional little bit of drizzle here and there, but otherwise it's not too bad. It's not too bad temperature-wise either. It's cold, but it's not chilly. That doesn't make sense, does it? It's cold, it's chilly, but it's not mega cold. That's what I meant. Next in Jet 2 from Lanzarote, GHLYM, A321 Neo, flight 892.
Clearance on there.
I can hear you chewing. I can hear you chewing on the main mic. Can you moisten your crisps before you chew them,
No.
please? Even Daniel says it's just pelted it down in Warrington. Evening, Frank Travels. Just a quick check of the radar, see if there's any. Yes, there's possibly some rain headed our way. In about the next 10 minutes or so. Don't think it's going to be particularly heavy, but Tui from Gran Canaria, G Tom Z, like 2113, just about to touchdown, just on 37 max 8. See, you can usually tell when there's rain in the air because all the lights turn into orbs from the planes. Rob's got, was it ground clearance you said? Ground clearance you got on in your ear. You are back on mic, by the way. Oh, you're not ready to be on mic. Mouthful of food. A tissue.
Sorry?
Can I have a tissue?
No.
It is raining. And it is now raining.
Proper rain.
Yeah, proper rain. Two from Lanzarote back to touchdown GTUMD, flight 2147. Good evening, Anthony. Kirsten McGrath says, wet rain, question mark.
Oh, the worst kind.
Josh says, I probably jinxed the rain. It was on the way in anyway.
Oh, Jonesy's weaned himself off crisps.
Yeah, I've actually, we were saying this yesterday when we were shopping, weren't we? Like, trying to cut back on some stuff.
Processed foods.
I mean, it'll always be difficult for me to cut back on pizza because I love it so much. But I've cut down on how much cheese I have, like, outside of pizza. But one thing, well, two things, I've drastically cut down on my crisps. Apart from the occasional bag of pop chips, which aren't too bad. And the other thing is ice cream as well. I'm just weirdly actually off it anyway, but just, yeah, avoiding eating ice cream or stuff like that. So rather than trying to change everything and, you know, be miserable about that, I'm just trying to change a few things here and there. Which is why I was making my soup in the slow cooker. And I also did a massive roasted veg tray, which once you've done it, you can freeze it into batches and then just reheat in the microwave when you want some, with some whatever you want with it. I think that's the main problem, is finishing work and being exhausted and just being like, oh, just
having whatever.
Yeah, or just going to shop and just buying something.
It doesn't take long to make things, though. It really doesn't. I
Well,
think it's a bit of a misnomer.
I think prep takes ages, the prep time for things, but then once you've done that, it's pretty quick.
Jet 852 from Funchal, G-Sun H, A321 Neo.
Nicola Griffith says homemade pizza is calorie free because it's not processed and it's homemade.
We made some nice pizzas.
Well, I mean, yeah, there weren't really pizzas, just pita bread with tomato sauce and cheese on top in the air fryer, but they weren't too bad. Homemade sauce as well.
We made some dough as well, though.
That's right.
That was good. Yeah, definitely. Jet 2 888 from Prague, GDRTB 737800. stopped again. Briefly. No call from Emirates yet. Still showing on time, but doesn't mean.
James says, little of what you fancy, especially in January, is like good. This is but rice cakes we found are amazing. I mean, to be fair, I've not had them for like 10 years, but I really didn't like them. Was it rice cake or Rivita? One of the two, anyway.
Oh, Rivitas are awful. Like eating
Cardboard.
floorboards.
Floorboards. You had something weird with your lunch, didn't you?
Yeah, they were thinner. They were nice, actually. They were alright.
Tell you what, that the roasted veg I did yesterday, I tried a little bit of the sweet potato that was in there. Really good. So rather than, so it's just basically stick it in a tray or several trays, but instead of using oil in it, you create, it's very little, but you create almost like a stock with like spices and stuff to almost steam it, but it's still, the vegetables still roast like they normally would, like they still char and stuff. But you don't use any oil. It's just the steam that sort of keeps them from sticking and whatnot.
Studio Pixelated Planes reveal?
Oh yeah, sure. I thought we'd already done it.
No, let's do it now. Let's see who got it right. Most of you. Here you go. Of course, it's a Virgin A330-300.
Jeff says he's getting an uni soon. That's the pizza oven, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. They're brilliant. Honestly, it cooks them in like 90 seconds. The only thing that slows you down is how fast you can eat them.
Yeah, Ellie and Annie, your friends in Birmingham, they did it, didn't they, a few years ago?
Yeah.
That's good. I think the problem is, though, because they're quite expensive, I'd feel like I'd need to use it quite a lot, and then I'd feel like I need to use it a lot, so I'd have a lot of pizza, but... I mean, it's definitely better to do that than just to buy, like, a frozen one. If you've got your own dough and stuff. And, I mean, I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but if you can make the dough like wholemeal or something that's got a bit more fibre or something to it, then...
Yeah, better for you. We've got one, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what brand is it Sage, I think our cooker is. It's a slow cooker and pressure cooker. Like all in one. It also has like saute function and stuff in it. It's really good.
It stinks of garlic.
Yeah, I know. It just constantly smells of garlic. I used to make, well, every now and then I make my own vegetable stock.
Honestly,
Litres of it.
I don't know how much garlic.
Freezer.
I don't know how much garlic and the quantity that you made.
It was a whole bowl with just the top cut off.
I can still smell it when I open it now.
What I was going to say about, and also good evening, Tina, I remember. What I was going to say about making the food, though, although prepping it and everything can be a bit of a pain in the bum, it does also mean that you mentally and physically are readying yourself for food, because you're physically preparing it and you're spending it cooking.
Yeah.
So I think that you get extra digestive points for that. I think you
digestive points.
Yeah, I think your body takes in more nutrients and it doesn't store the fat. Whereas when you stick something in the oven for 10 minutes on the microwave and then eat it, it's just more transactional, isn't it? It's not necessarily
Yeah, you don't know what's in it.
Because you're in planning to have a meal, but it's always the same way with everything, though, isn't it? It's getting into the habit and sticking to something. That's the most difficult bit. It's not the what you're doing or what you're eating, etc.
Oh yeah, it's also about if you're going to make a change, do it, but equally, don't beat yourself up for the small times where you don't.
Yeah.
Emirates Corp, just give me a sec, sorry. Ollie ready.
Yay. Yeah, Chris Bebb says you can never have too much garlic. The other thing I think it's fairly simple to do as well is to do your own, well, mainly if you've got a slow cooker, but to make your own sauces and season and stuff. So I make my own fajita seasoning. So there's no salt in it; it's just spices.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So then you control, obviously how spicy you want it, etc. But also, you're in control of how much salt you're putting into something.
Instead of your dolmio day.
Exactly. We saw our dolmio take off actually when we arrived.
Is that what it was? I thought
yeah. But I also, I've made pizza sauce, pasta sauce, and stuff. And again, just freeze them and then use them as and when you need them. But at least that way you can just control what goes into it. Because I like soups like the Heinz ones, their lentil one's nice.
Well, they're full of...
They're just always really salty, that's the problem.
Full of sugar and salt, all of them are. They're made to try and get you to buy them again, which inherently means that they're not necessarily as nutritional as they could be.
Well, they say they're one of your 5 a day.
Come on.
Rob's always
you tried that on me with something. I can't remember what it was now.
Beans. Well,
Beans.
They have one of your 5 a day on them.
All in push and start. Push and start approved.
Excellent. Does anyone else remember when Tesco Valley baked beans used to be like 1p a tin?
I mean, that wouldn't cover the cost of the steel for the tin, would it?
No. Those were the days. Or 9p for a packet of noodles. 15p for 2 litre of Coke. I mean, when you're a school kid and you're just going to the shop at the end of school and it's like 15p for a 2 litre bottle of Coke that you could share, everyone shares.
No.
No. I remember when a friend went and got me a 4-pack of Mars bars and I thought I was a king. Sneakily taking them home and hiding them. I've got Mars bars.
Right now, 1863 to Cork, departing now, EIDYV, 737-800 on the roll. Jonesy said they never ate pasta until this last year, but now the garden has a couple of pasta trees and we can't get enough.
Pasta.
Which one have you got? Have you got farfalle or tagliatelle?
Reggaeton, yeah, that's my favourite.
With the dangly seed pods.
Oh, I remember having to have that. The bow tie shaped ones. Is that farfalle?
Farfallets,
Yeah.
the little bows.
Yeah, but where they were, one was orange, one was green, and one was normal.
Mm.
I guess one was lentil, one was spinach, maybe, or obviously made of different types of things. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing with passage is to be careful because obviously it's a carb.
Carb.
Weirdly, actually, when we were doing the food shop yesterday, we were in the Tesco in Stockport. Other supermarkets are available, and I was GPT was like, "Get lentil pasta or something." I can't remember what it was, and I was just like, "There's only one bag of wholemeal pasta, let alone anything else that's not normal pasta."
There's literally nothing. They refurbished that Tesco last year and I still can't find anything in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, aircraft. On the roll, Ryanair 32182 Milan. It's the man bogey. 9HQCC 737-800.
Even as Sam Yates drums, they say. Collected my partner from Terminal 2 today. I hadn't realised the utter chaos of just getting off the short stay car park. Hope they find a better solution before the summer peak.
Don't get me started on it.
No.
Don't. Still not got over the lounge situation.
It does feel like someone's forgotten something at some point in the planning process, doesn't it? With all everyone moving over to T2. Oh yeah, wait a minute, we need more car parks and traffic stimulation or whatever. Not stimulation.
It's just find it incredulous.
I don't believe it. And it's just starting to rain again.
Easy PD on approach, coming in from Paris. I'm rolling up again for a little bit. Can't get Bob wet like a
Gremlin.
gremlin.
That's a car, isn't it?
Or Mogwai.
People talking about Freddos used to be 15p, now 65p. I mean, like, obviously, inflation, etc., everything goes up over time anyway, just because that's how things work, I guess. But I think the main thing is it's the feeling of everything costs way more than it's like the quality of it or the value of it. Compared to the old days.
Oh yeah, Nicola, that's a really good point. Like, people quite often do this. They go to the vegetarian section or the vegan section to buy like vegan sausages or something or whatever, and they have to do that much to it that it is literally one of the worst ultra processed foods in the shop. But it sounds like it's good because it's vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, some things obviously aren't too bad, but the ones that are like pretending to be meat, obviously, are processed and it's got a lot of flavourings in and stuff to try and be like that. John Russell says, caught your stream a couple of times now, great shows. Thank you very much. What's your schedules? So we try and do a couple of evenings a week on the Monday and Thursday, and we do Saturday morning as well. Alan Hill said, how middle class are you two? I don't think I've ever been called middle class. I come from poor family. That's why I know how much value food costs. In the 90s, that's literally all we ate.
Hey, that pint of milk I bought yesterday, though, 85p for a single pint.
See, milk, I don't really track milk prices. In my head, I remember how much a 500ml bottle of Diet Coke cost in
Oh my god.
like the early 2000s. Used to be 2 bottles for £1.20. I used to get a Diet Coke with a vanilla and Diet Coke with lemon.
You don't get much change out of £2 for that now.
No.
For one of them.
I mean, yeah, it probably wouldn't be that. Alan says, pie, chippy tea and Greg's. That sounds good. We've not actually been to the chip shop for a few weeks now. We were doing quite well on that.
EasyJet 2112 from Paris Charles de Gaulle, A320 Classic GEZPD. It's the police department.
Yeah, I agree with Nicola on the vegan cheese. It's the reason why I couldn't be vegan, because it's just like plastic.
Get eating your nooch.
I have to remember that time. I don't think it was the chippy we're at now, was it? It was another chippy and
Chippy on Burton Road.
yeah, and they gave me chips and cheese, but they'd obviously accidentally put vegan cheese on. I was like, what the hell is this on my chips?
It's just like some slop.
It's like coloured PVA glue or something. It's horrible.
I do miss the Chippy on Burton Road. That was really good.
I think I don't really. Did they do battered halloumi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the one you liked.
Yeah, I do miss that. Although it's probably a good thing. No, I can't have that anymore.
I liked it because they had like different sort of like Ely food options, if you know what I mean.
No.
So you could get chili con carne.
Oh, okay. That's a good few years ago now, wasn't it? They got flooded and then were just shut for like 2 years, and then just basically said, yeah, we can't be bothered to do it anymore. Which was why our neighbour suggested the
Yeah, they used to.
is it Heat and More? Heat and
Yeah.
More Fish Bar?
Yeah. Never look back.
We've been there long enough now and often enough that they know our order.
It's embarrassing. We don't even go there that often
No.
now,
A
but
couple of times a month. We're like, large chips of cheese, yeah, and gravy on the side. I'm like, yes.
even the stuff that are not there that often know us.
I like that though.
Oh,
Like,
it's
it's nice when you go
embarrassing.
somewhere and then they remember you and they're like, oh, do you want that? Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yes, please. Apart from that one time when they forgot to do the gravy separate and poured it on top of the chips and cheese, and it just turned into
That was
goop.
gross.
That's
That was
horrible.
Absolutely broke. Right now, 3088 to Gothenburg, EIDCJ, 737-800 on the roll. making everyone hungry.
Oh, making me hungry. I'm so.
JT said I could absolutely inhale a chippy.
This is throwing some chip shop curry sauce too. Tell you one thing that took me a long time to discover, but it's so good, is half rice and half chips with curry sauce.
You're a disgrace.
So
when you do
good.
that, it's because he's like, I mean, I've had half rice, half chips with like chili con carne or something, and that's quite, you know, a thing that people tend to get. But just rice, chips, and curry sauce.
Or gravy, either, that's fine. Unpopular opinion potentially, but I don't like chili con carne. I find it so boring.
Really? I like
Yeah,
it.
it's like, you know, when you're at uni or you know, students like, I'm making spaghetti bolognese. Like, ugh.
Oh, no thanks.
I don't know, it just never interests me at all. If we're going to have beans, it's going to be baked beans. Right, the A380 should appear any second. Josh says it's a little bit delayed, everything okay? It's shockingly actually relatively on time tonight. Certainly one of the earlier ones we've had for a while. Tony Ryder says, back in the room, what have I missed? Just a lot of food talk. Karen Campbell says, chips, peas and gravy for me.
We're not taking your orders.
Jeff says bolognese on a jacket potato. That's another thing I really don't like, is jacket potatoes, which is weird because I pretty much like every other potato. But
yeah, but you can slice them and stick loads of cheese in.
Again, I don't know what it is. I just find them really boring.
On short final, Ryanair 640 from Valencia, 9HQBG 737800. The A380 is taxiing out now, so that'll be departing in a few minutes. Let's turn this timer off.
Dave got to say that he can't stand spicy food. I didn't actually. The first time I ever had curry was when I was at university. So 19 was the first time, because I wasn't allowed to have them before that. And also, basically, never really had anything like with any kind of spice or anything particularly. I'm not mega into spicy food. Like I don't get like the mega hot stuff like. But I think I've kind of grown a taste of it, mainly because my long COVID means that I often can't taste things at all other than either very salty or very spicy. So, but yeah, basically, anytime I make my like tomato sauce or soup or anything, I do kind of tend to be not spicy, but with a bit of heat to it.
You put some chili flakes in.
Oh yeah, yeah. I always put more than it says. It's like half a teaspoon of my 1 tablespoon. There we go.
I mean, that is just raining now.
Yeah, properly pouring.
You just about see the A380 through the
I
rain.
know. I was thinking, I was like, look, at least turn the tail light on. I was like, oh, it is actually on. It's just
It's just so
can't really see
murky.
it that well. Evening, Kathy Shaw says good afternoon from Dallas Fort Worth.
Hey, Kathy.
Hope you're having a nice evening. Afternoon, sorry.
What I would say though is, if you've never done it, if you've never made like a curry from scratch, really recommend it, because you can actually make it not hot at all, just very, very tasty and very nice.
I did, you know, the usual thing. I started off on a korma. I'd have korma first, you know, you sort of the entry curry. Like, you know, if you've never had coffee before and you have a mocha, a little starter coffee.
Gateway drug.
Yeah.
I told somebody that at work once, they were howling laughing. I thought it was funny, but you know. Hello, Sylvester. Emirates going over to Tower now.
Well, I think this has successfully made everybody hungry, including those that probably already had their dinner or tea.
Everybody's going to be like scratching around the cupboard now.
Is there any chip shops open still?
Desperately peeling a potato and sticking it in the air fryer.
9 o'clock on a Monday evening. Is there any chippies open?
Mixing half a mug of gravy to dip them in.
Oh, that's always the most depressing thing, though, isn't it? When you want the chippy or the Chinese, and you're like, you go either walk there or ring them, they close. And you're like, what? How can it be closed on a Monday or Tuesday or whenever their random day off?
As it's their random day off.
Yeah. Kathy says it's cold in Dallas Fort Worth. It's not too bad here. Just had a little bit of rain go over. I think it's past now.
A380 heading down Juliet to Juliet 1 now for departure. We have got SAS behind it. There's actually nothing on approach, so this could be straight out. This.
Vicky Shannon says that it's almost spooky the way it's just creeping along.
No Greek yogurt before bed for you, Chris. I hope it's the full fat one.
I wondered what, because pretty much all the ones that are in the shop are Greek style yogurts, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think, is that just lemon juice that's added or something? I can't remember what the actual Greek proper one is. It's something to do with the culture or something, isn't it? Like it knows its alphabet. Whereas the other ones are just pretending they do, because they're not cultured.
JT says, I was working late, but I had to go and make food because the food talk was just killing me.
Sorry. We should be sponsored by some kind of food thing, shouldn't we? Just get everyone really hungry. And like, did you know you could save 50% right now at Domino's? Domino's. I keep saying Domino's. I'm not sponsored by Domino's, but he's saying their name all the time.
JT said he swears he's always hungry after watching the stream as well.
It's because we literally finish work and come straight here, so we don't ever eat. Which is why we always want to talk about food, because we're always hungry. Anyway, A380 is about to line up, doing its Jaws impression.
It's been cleared for takeoff, so this is going to be straight out. Jacko says they'll be on this flight. 3 weeks tomorrow, first time on an A380 for them.
Excellent.
Yep. Thanks, Jeff and Nicola. Catch you soon. So, heading back to Dubai now. Emirates Flight 20, third and final departure of the A380 from Manchester for today. This is A6 EUP. EUP.
Early.
Yeah. Imagine it's going to disappear nice and early as well. I think we'll see that for very long. It disappears into the clouds.
I don't know, actually, I think some of the low cloud is gone now. Well, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Sorry about the dodgy internet earlier on. We'll say we're going to get everything stripped apart and check all the wires and everything, just make sure there's nothing on our side.
Oh, there'll be a multimeter and everything.
Yeah.
Better believe it.
So hopefully it'll be a little bit more reliable on Thursday.
Thank you to everybody for the gifted memberships, the tips, and the membership milestones as well, and the questions.
And the likes and the subscribes. Thank you so much. We will hopefully be back Thursday. Don't forget 4 Minutes of Flight will be out Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. So and international flight crew members will be able to watch it earlier. And I forgot to say thank you to them. That's Dave Nero, Scotty Mitchell, Dan Smith, Drew Stanways, DB, Temporary Window, Jack Green, Charlie, Keith Cocaine, Victoria Pullen, Gellen, Chris Bolsover, Aaron W, Ringway Cam, Mama Flight, David 990, Robbie H, Lucas FS, Lloyd 0705, Nathan Eccles, Only Planes Now, Matt S, Old Sea Dog, DP, JT, Ruth Mrs. Orca, and Brian Lynn. That's the fastest I think I've ever read that out. Thank you very much, and also thank you to everyone on Regional and our Low Fare Flight for your wonderful support. Thank you very much. I was going to say, I think Simon Lowe should be back on tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He's next on.
Yeah.
Hopefully his toe till better. I think I nailed that one.
Yep. Have a wonderful rest of the week.
Yes.
Everyone.
And until the next one.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Bum, 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 ba-dum.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Da, 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 da.
Do-do-do-do.
We will sort the internet out. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Is the oven warming for my pizza? Because I'm hungry.
No, because you can't control it.